What are some of the common beginner issues that new people to Google AdWords and Amazon FBA face? In this video, we're gonna show you.
So just a little bit of common pitfalls I find when people are navigating the Google Ads interface. It is very, there's a lot going on. The first thing I will say, there's a few different interfaces. So the first one the most common one is called Smart Mode. And the easiest way to know if you're in Smart Mode is you'll find that you won't have all of these icons up here. You probably only have 2 or 3. So if the first thing you want to do being in AOE, that gives you more options when setting up your campaigns. So it allows you to do the more manual campaigns. It allows you to select your keywords and get that keyword data. So you'll definitely want to switch over to expert mode if you're not already. So if you think you're in the smart mode, just click on tools and settings, and you'll just want to look for, there'll be an icon that says switch to expert mode. If you don't see that, then most likely you're already in expert mode, which is good, awesome. Then within expert mode, there are 2 different views as well. So the one that I'm using is the more detailed view. So if yours looks a little bit different to mine, then you'll just want to look for, next to the date range here, there should be an icon that says switch view. So just click on that, and then you should be able to see the more detailed view, which I have today. So if you're watching the recording back, that will just help you follow along with this. All right, so another common mistake that I see is people say I've just had a session with a client and we've just set up a campaign. They might want to go and check on it a couple of days later, and they're not sure if their campaign is running. So generally, the first thing you want to do when you log in and you've sorted out the interface that you want to use, just check the date range that you're looking at. I find that's a really common mistake that people use. They might be looking, say they launched a campaign last week, they're looking at, last month's data. So there's no data here. So it looks like the campaign's not running. So just be aware of that. If you've recently launched a campaign, just look at the last 7 days or 30 days. With Michelle's campaign, she's not currently running Google Ads. That's why I'm looking at a slightly different date period. And if you've run Google Ads before, but you're not sure when it was, then you can just switch it over to all time. And then that will help you identify what date period you should be looking at. So that's just a few tips and tricks that I find that most people get a bit mixed up with.
That was a video from my regular Monday night Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs right here in Australia. If you'd like to find out more about what we do, and also come and join us, because there's over 2,500 members here and growing. We're actually, believe it or not, the fastest growing community of e-commerce entrepreneurs this side of Darwin. Yeah, that's right, you heard me. And by the way, we're making money too. $50 million last time I checked. Would you like a little piece of that? Of course you would. So get yourself off to www.AussieOnlineEntrepreneurs, link in the description below, .com.au. That's AussieOnlineEntrepreneurs.com.au.